Salam and welcome to another episode of Brief Pause. Well, first of all, we're doing good. I'm doing good, alhamdulillah. I feel much better than the first episode. My flu has gone and I feel energized. And today I am going to talk gratitude or being thankful, which is a topic I've never ever thought about talking about. And I've planned for this podcast, okay? And it was not among the topics that I planned to talk about. For me, gratitude seemed it was clear, you just be thankful to your God, thankful to the people around you, and it certainly did not need 20 minutes talking about it, and it certainly did not need a journal of gratitude. Some of you will be offended, but please do not send insects to hunt me at night. I don't know why I've chosen insects, but the point is, for me, it seemed you just be thankful for your God and the people around you, and that's it. Why so much talk about it? And you might be thinking, I did not plan to talk about the topic of the first episode and now the topic of this episode, and when am I going to talk about the topics I actually plan to talk about? That was a lot of talking. But anyway, trust me, I will talk about them because I still don't have a block house, and when I will talk about them and just be happy for me. I'm being inspired. Anyway, back to gratitude. Now, what inspired me to talk about gratitude? Drum rolls. A book. Wow, how surprising. 2 days ago, I was reading this book. I was actually listening to the audiobook. The book is called What I Know for Sure, and it is by Oprah Winfrey. I'm sure all of you know who Oprah is. Basically, the book starts with Oprah saying, she was telling the story and the concept of the book. She says she was in an interview. She was promoting for a movie she played in. It was called Beloved. I've never seen it, to be honest. And at the end of the interview, the interviewer, whom I don't remember, asked her the question, "What do you know for sure?" And Oprah, for the first time in her life, and she has been interviewed for a lot of times, she was interviewer for a lot of times, and she really found herself stuck in front of a question. She was like, what do I know for sure about the movie? She said, no. The interviewer said, no, but in general, what do you know for sure? And that is when Oprah started thinking about this. But before I go on with the story, I wanted to say that I listened to this audiobook in a app called StoryTel, and tell with one L. I don't know why either. And no, they did not sponsor me. Relax, everyone. This is just my second episode. But thanks to my lovely cousin, she sent me a link where I can get 1 month for free. There are a lot of audiobooks in Arabic and in English that are amazing. So I will leave the link in the description, whether you are listening to this on IGTV or YouTube. If you are listening to this on CastBox, you should probably go to IGTV or YouTube so you can get the link. You know what? Maybe they should sponsor me so we can all get 1 other month for free. Okay, StoryTel, please sponsor me. Okay, back to the story. So Oprah started thinking a lot about this question, and she thought that she has to write and find a convenient answer for this question. What do I know for sure? And she started thinking about it, and she turned it to a book. How amazing is that? It was truly, I loved the book. She started narrating a lot of experiences she has in her life, whether with work, personal life, and each and every time she comes with, I would say, a lesson. But when she narrates the story, she comes to the conclusion, and then the conclusion always ends with, what I know for sure is, and she gives the lesson. And one of the lessons was, And after she spoke about relationships she had in general, and friendship, and the home she had, and the little garden, and how the vegetable and fruits finally started to grow, and she was able to pick them fresh and cook and use them to cook meals. And one thing I noticed is that she spoke about her friends very dearly, which was amazing. At the end of it, she said, "What I know for sure is that practicing gratitude makes you feel better, but also brings you more things for which to be grateful." A part of her answer to the question, "What do you know for sure?" was that she knew for sure that practicing gratitude will only give you more things to be grateful for. Now, how do we practice gratitude? Maybe some of you use gratitude journals. I know, don't hate me, but I still don't think I would ever use them. If I ever use them, I will let you know. Now, for me, at least, one of the most powerful ways to practice gratitude is to only look at your plate and what you have, because what the other people have on their plates doesn't matter whatsoever, and compare yourself to people who have less. Now, when you see that you have something that someone else doesn't have, you'd be grateful for instantly. Be grateful for, not only say, thank you, Allah, for giving me this, but also use it for good. You see, gratitude, good use of the things you have, giving back, it's all linked. This word is so complex and I love it. To thank other people and the people around you. Because I believe one of the ways to be thankful is to thank other people. There is this one hadith that always crosses my thinking. The Prophet ﷺ said, "He who does not thank the people is not thankful to Allah." Which is so powerful. And I know all of you are nice and you say thank you to everyone who does something for you and, gives you something or hands you something. But maybe there's something we don't truly notice. When someone does something for us all the time that we stop on thanking him, it seems like something casual that he does every single day. Like, for example, when you go, maybe a few minutes from now, go and eat something, sit on that table, whoever made that food for you, you should maybe say, "Thank you. I like today's food." We should maybe look around us for those people who always do the same thing for us constantly, and they really shouldn't, and they don't have to do that for us, but they still do, and thank them for it. After reading What Do I Know for Sure, or listening, sorry, I listened to another book in the same app called Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life. And before I say anything about it, I will just drop this little comment here. I cannot listen to audiobooks of fiction and novels in general, but I love listening to the self-growth books and books with such ideas. I mean, I want to know the Japanese secret to a long and happy life, don't you? Okay, because none of you is screaming yes, I will talk about it. Japan is one of the places with the highest, where people live longest. The precise place is Okinawa. And in this book, there are two authors. They went to Japan and they lived there for a while. They lived in Okinawa. They interviewed a lot of people, and especially people who lived, they were celebrating their 120 birthday or 130 birthday. And among their answers, telling them the secrets for this happy and long life, of course, you would expect diet, exercise, lifestyle in general. However, all of them, all of the people that were interviewed, and not only people who lived for a long life, they all said gratitude, being grateful. There was this woman who was interviewed. I think, as I remember, she was 117. I just imagine her as a little cute Japanese grandmother, if you know what I mean. And she said, in the past, we were grateful for everything. And because they believed that every single thing has a spirit, they used to thank, they used to thank their home, the trees, the tools they use, the animals, everything around them, to a point where, when something, let's imagine she's cooking something or she's using a machine and then she clicks on a button and the machine works, she literally says to the machine, thank you. I know, we don't need to thank these things. However, we do have a God that we can thank him for all these things. So maybe we should consider it. Listening to all of these people who were interviewed, and especially the old people, and how grateful they were. They genuinely seemed very grateful. They lived for a long time, and to live for such a very long period of time and to be that grateful and calm and happy about the life that you had. Wow, it's a goal. It was an overwhelming experience, but it was kind of a wake up call as well. Again, the book Ikigai, you can find it in the app. I will leave the link. You know what? This is Ikigai because the meaning of Ikigai, basically means the purpose of being, which is another great topic for another episode. See, you get inspiration for an episode and then that episode inspires you to make another episode. How grateful are we? Very. I think we just got to the end of this episode. Just remember to be thankful for all the people around you. Thank them. Thank Allah for all the things that you have. And even if you are having a stressful time, maybe you have exams, maybe you have a lot of work or things going on, just remember to be thankful. And even though Algeria is not doing so fine right now, but we are thankful because thankful is what we want to be. Thank you so much for listening. Salam.